on the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. Might be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner. 100%.
And to do it on the ground to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the 4-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. Things going well so far. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out.
At their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Denver.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Connection made to the rookie from Iowa. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
First down throw for Jackson. He misfired. Misses the tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Jackson's going to throw again. A quick slant here, caught by Andrews. And he can't get there, but what a gain. Down to the goal line, he's pushed out just a couple yards short. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal.
Go ahead.
They send a man in motion. This one left for Lamar. Just a yard, so now it's 2nd and goal. Offensive line fast.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll send him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
Baker now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Baker throwing again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing again, it's Mayfield. Nice game left side. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Another carry for him. He is rocked. That ball's free. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. Call it about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
180! What's up?
From the gun, here's a handoff. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, they're not. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Fields this one at the 3. Showing a little burst so far. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. Yeah.
Lamar now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson, quick pass wide. And this one does not go far.
Number 87. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
It's 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now it's 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Throwing again is Baker. And this one is launched downfield. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Now air it out on 3rd. Downfield working the left. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That one hits for 30. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, it requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns stretch their early lead to 9. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Fits it through the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense in the hurry up here.
First down. First and 10 at their 46-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. It's his running back. And this is only going to be a small gain to the 42. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. outside. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Huntington Bank Field after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Again, it's Jackson to the air. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. And again, it's Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
13.
Lamar throwing again. This time not able to get it to him. He's been a favorite target on this drive, but incomplete there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Jackson yet again. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Working quickly here. This one sent up for Lamar. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Broncos face a 4-point deficit. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. They push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Alert!
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Mayfield now from the gun. Cut out left. He's still going at the 30. Keeps it moving. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a 9-point advantage. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown. I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receivers.
And he's off the mark. No good. Some troubles for the rookie early here as he misses on the extra point. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Ooh, the wide receiver getting it to begin the drive. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for Broncos' 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So the let 1st down stand since it worked out well for him. The penalty declined. That brings up 2nd and 10. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again is Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st down, here's Lamar. That one's complete, right side. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
The pass ball's incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Jackson's going to throw again. Andrews has it, working downfield. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos making a field goal game. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to let this go deep down the right side of the field. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns
first thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single eye or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns push the lead to 2 scores now. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Change it. Hey, no. You are Shut up.
From the gun, Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Looking quickly here. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football in Huntington Bank on its way. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st down throw for Jackson. Dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Great run here. He's across the 35. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 1-score game before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Run.
First down, here's Baker. Jump off, caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Regular.
To throw is Mayfield. Complete downfield to Felton. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal. Baker throwing again. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Alert! 180! Pistol.
Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. They have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
So from outside the red zone now, here's third and goal.
Set. 180! What's up?
Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with fourth and goal. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This will be a 44-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that grows the lead to 5.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little.
Return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. Back to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, they need 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a lot. Hey. 13.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
It's his running back. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Lamar throwing again. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now.
Browns 33.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey,
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Point it right. 180. What's that?
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Broncos Let's have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
What is it? Yo. What are you? You change it. You.
From the red zone on first. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Lamar now from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
All set to go now from the 35.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
They kick the running back in motion. On first down, Jackson. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Report.
Throw here, 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. He gained 11 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Browns first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
180.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, kid. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Baker now off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Kings. 180. Alert. Watch out.
Throwing again. It's Mayfield. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Throwing again is Baker. Escapes the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
Hey, alert. Watch out.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jonte Barron has it. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Man, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
1st down, here's Lamar. He puts some juice on it deep. He's got it deep downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And they get this down to the 28. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Broncos First
13,
down.
13.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down,
Ozzy,
Broncos.
shot. Shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Broncos have the football, Brock, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too.
DC, ready?
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
You change it. You know what? Middle. Go.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And this is down all the way to the 3. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Don't worry.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal.
Report. 180.
From the gun, Jackson. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that makes it 2nd and goal. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Jackson throwing here. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your 2nd read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Gets him on the in route. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. He gets loose down the right side. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 20-yard line.
All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches.
Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
Mayfield now from the gun. And they pick him off again. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the Broncos take over as he records his 10th career First
down 10 at their own 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now here's Lamar. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to be first down Denver. We've set it downs from the 37. First down throw for Jackson. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. And they can't connect on the deep low. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps the defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's second and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. He's trying to go deep again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Jackson now on third. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Hey! Sit on! Go ahead. Yeah. Sit on!
And again, it's Jackson. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Looking to throw on third. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And Stobby, if you've heard this before, Brock, they've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Broncos continue piling it on here in the fourth. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos continue piling on to this lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Felton now to return this. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10.
Hey, alert 30, kill. Railroad. 180. What's up?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Cut out left. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Give him 25 on that play. And that's a Browns first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Good sec. 180! What's up?
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in coverage too many times, you get more interceptions.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Kings! Hey, alert 33! Alert! What's up?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. And that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And they pick him off again. And the Broncos will get it back with some time to work with. We reach the 2-minute warning.
Don't worry.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Get up! Hey, Ozzy! Get up! 180! Hey, shot! Yo!
They're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down. Here's Lamar. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They're trying to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? It's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
180! Hey, shot!
Lamar throwing again. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Broncos continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Won't have to try his goodbye lots. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Jonte Barron has it. So we get some extra help with that return. And after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Hey, Ozzy! Sit up!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Andrews snags another one. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty.
Hey, hey!
On first down, Jackson. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown! The Broncos throwing 6 more on the blowout. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That's incomplete left side. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Broncos are winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.
typical. Body of a dominance, that's so typical. Chain like a god, ugh, that's so typical. still more, that's so typical.